is Adam with Small Town Machine Shop with a look at the Cisco. Just picked up this lathe. It's a late 19 teens lathe from what I can gather. It's a 16-inch swing, roughly 8 foot between centers. So we got her into position, which didn't take all that long. Now, when I get these old machines, before I put them to power and everything, I like to go through, make sure everything's free. This is the carriage drive. This is the cross feed drive. That's the clutch. That's the half nut. Make sure everything is free. Come down here. Make sure I can turn it. It's in back gear right now, so it's a little tough. This machine actually has a 2-speed back gear, which is kind of interesting. Here's a quick change gearbox. You change the settings by pulling in or pushing out that pin, and then changing this. A problem I did come across. Let's see. Whoever had this before made a really nice guard for it, which is nice. So before I hooked it to power, I wanted to make sure the motor was free. It's got an ancient motor on it. Actually has like oil bath type setup on front and back. So I've got everything freed up. And this guy turns. But there's probably no way I'll be able to do that by hand. The motor's froze. It doesn't turn at all. I can't get like the slightest bit of movement out of it. So before we fire this guy up, we're going to have to obviously address that. That's a 2-horse, 3-phase motor. Everything else on it, there's where you engage the back gear. Inspected all the teeth. All the teeth are in great shape. Quick inspection on the lead screw. It's dirty, but it looks good. It has this, underneath it is a drum switch. And I'm not sure, I don't think this was factory, but it may have been. This is the on-off switch for the lathe, which is handy. It travels along on this piece of 1/2-inch or 3/4-inch square stock. Half nuts look good. Threading dial, teeth on it look good. The ways are dirty. They're kind of soaking in oil right now, but in actually really good shape. The compound there is taking kind of a beating. If this turns out to be a good machine, I might replace the lantern type tool post with the quick change one on my Tita. Just make them interchangeable. I do still use the lantern type. I have no problem. This machine came with quite a bit of the bigger Armstrong tool holders for that, just like I can use on the Hindi there. Every time I bring a new machine into my shop, I have to completely rearrange it pretty much. And this guy, for how long it is, it's roughly 13 feet, front to back. And, it's got pretty good size castings in it. This guy wasn't too bad to move. Even with the feet, the Tita is pretty easy to move because it's a smaller lathe. It's got those big flat areas to put rollers underneath. These guys are a little more challenging. But man, that Hindi, that thing is heavy. Much heavier duty than the Cisco. I mean, you see how big that's how big the compound is. That's how big depends perspective, how big the tailstock is. the ways are, almost 7 inches across. That guy was not fun to move. So yeah, tomorrow we will pull off the motor, disassemble it if need be, and see what's going on with it. I can repower this. I have lots of extra motors. I kind of like the looks of the older motor on it, but if we can't get it going, we can't get it going. So there's slots in there for adjustments, so shouldn't be too bad to swap that out. So yeah, and then we will do a course of running. See how noisy the back gears are. They're going to be noisy because it's old, but so yeah, look for that video to come, and thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and see you later.